Welcome to Yoga with Jan. Let's take a moment, have a seat on our mat, whatever's comfortable. Being whether you want to sit on the mat, you want to use a puff or a chair. Just allow yourself to take the time to say, hey, I made it. The hardest part, as many people say, is just getting here, and we're here. So this is a wonderful thing. And I invite you to just get centered on your mat or your space, wherever you are. And let's lower our eyes, or close them if you feel comfortable. Maybe you want to keep your palms up with your forefinger and thumb touching, just to seal everything in. And let the energy flow all the way through your body. Right now, as I tape this video, we're going through the holiday season. And the holidays are different for everyone. You may be having a big family get-together, or you may not be with anyone this season, or you may have lost someone. There's lots of different things that are going through with everyone. And we want to be aware of our surroundings and the people we meet, and sensitive to all of these different needs. And know, no matter where you are today, things may change, and they will change, because life is like that, right? Every day is a new day. And know that in this moment in time, as you're watching this video, we are connected, and I'm sending out all my love to everyone out there. And regardless where you are, things will get better. Just take a moment. Notice how your breath is feeling. Recognize any feelings that are happening right now. Anything that comes across your feelings, your mind, your heart, and just notice them and allow them to zip by as if they're on a fluffy cloud, and that you're just watching these emotions and recognize them. No judgment, just recognizing, oh, hey, I'm feeling a little bit tired, or I'm feeling a little bit overwhelmed. I'm feeling super happy. I'm feeling sad. Whatever that feeling is, give a name to it, or a picture, or a description in like a video form, however you want, and just watch it go by. And now we're going to bring our breath, a little more attention to our breath, as we sit up nice and tall and know and recognize how we are grounded. And let's follow our breath. As we breathe in, we're going to breathe in and allow ourselves to pull our belly button all the way back to our spine and bring it all the way up, watching that breath fill, all the way up. Our lungs are getting nice and big, and then we're slowly going to release, allowing that water flow to go all the way across our body, getting rid of anything that doesn't serve us. And then again, breathing in, nice and deep, filling our bodies up, and then breathing out. And one more breath, breathing in, nice and deep, all the way out, and breathing out. Now we've done our orientation of where we are, we've done our grounding, and we've done our breathing. And I invite you to slowly open your eyes and look at that. As we open eyes, we say good morning to Cody. Good morning, Cody. I heard you having a little nibble. Cody was having his breakfast as we were preparing for yoga. Why, thank you so much, Cody. It's always nice to have either a pet or someone else's pet, whatever brings you a little bit of happiness, and giving them sometimes these strokes of just patting their fur or giving them a little kiss or a rub can make you feel a lot better. At any time of the day, we could just go if we're feeling a little dysregulated, and we can go and just pet our pets, right? Because our pets are always there for us. All right, so now we're sitting nice and tall, and we're gonna take our right hand and just place it to the next of our side, by our side, the right side, and open up and take a nice stretch with your left hand, and then slowly lean in to your right hand as you slide your right hand over. Your left hand looks up. Your gaze looks up to your left hand if that feels okay. And notice the stretch that's taking place along the hips all the way up through the tips of your left fingers. Nice stretch, breathing in and out of your nose. Oh, it feels so good. What a nice juicy stretch. Oh, and then slowly bring it back to center, and then release the left hand, bringing it down to the left side. And this time bring your right hand up, stretching it up, trying to touch that ceiling, and then slowly leaning in to the left arm and stretching your arm, allowing as if there's a string pulling your fingertips. Your right fingertips are getting pulled, and just notice that stretch from your right hip all the way through to your right fingers. Breathing in and out of your nose, nice, deep, rich breaths, and then slowly releasing that right hand. And now just taking a moment and noticing how that side, both sides feel now that we've done both sides. All right. And from here, we're going to just take a very gentle stretch. I know Cody's needing a lot of love. The holidays, we need a lot of love. So make sure you nourish yourself and give yourself whatever you need to feel good. All right, so now we're going to take both hands up, and we're going to lift them up. Shoulders and elbows are in the same line, and they're parallel to the floor. And then our hands are just lifting up as goalposts. And we're going to slowly take a breath in and release, turning to the side wherever it's comfortable. And breathe out. And breathe in, coming back to the center. Taking a breath and breathing out as we go to the side. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And then when we come back to the center, we're going to take our hands, and we're still keeping our arms extended and our hands pointing up. Taking a breath in, and as we release, we're just bringing our hands down, just to our shoulder length, bringing them up and bringing them down, breathing them up and bringing them down. And as you're bringing them up, see if you can imagine putting your shoulder blades, as your shoulder blades are touching as you bring them up, and they release as you bring them down. Touching your shoulder blades in the back, and then bringing them down. Touching them when you go up and down. And then slowly let your shoulders down. And I don't know how you're feeling. My shoulders are feeling a little bit strained. And so I've got to release that by just shaking my shoulders out, either turning them in circles in one way or turning the other way, or just simply shaking your shoulders out. And that's perfectly fine, isn't it? Yes, it is. Cody says, yes, it is. All right. So we shake our shoulders out. All right, great. And now we're just going to slightly move Cody, which is always a challenge, isn't it? Yes, thank you so much, Cody. Okay, we're gonna slowly take our left leg and place our left leg over our right knee. And if you can, if your hips are coming up a little bit, like the edge of your hip bone is coming up, then you may want to use a pillow or a block and simply put it underneath, just to give you that additional support. Okay, so there's always adjustments, whatever your body's asking for, please just get it. And if this feels tight, like right now, I'm feeling tight because I haven't done yoga in a long time, or at least taped yoga in a long time, so I'm going to just sit like this. And I'm not going to my usual, I usually pull it in more, but this feels good. So whatever feels good, that's what you do. I'm going to take my right hand, and wrap it around our left knee. Okay, so you're wrapping it around your knee, and then slowly just take your gaze to the left and breathe out. So we're just holding this, nice breath in and breathing out, nice breath in and breathing out. And maybe in our next breath in, we try and turn just a little smidgen more to our left, noticing how that hip joint feels in our thigh. And then release, coming back to the center. And let's switch sides. So now we're taking our right leg and we're putting it over our left knee. We're sitting up nice and tall, noticing that we want to get both sides down on the mat, just as you need. Sitting up nice and tall, wrapping our left hand around our right knee, holding it as close as comfortable into our chest, and then taking our right hand and placing it behind us, and sitting up nice and tall, taking a breath, and slowly release. And guide your head, looking your gaze over to the right, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And then slowly bringing it back to center and releasing our legs. I'm going to take our legs together, bringing our heels and our patting of our front of our feet together, toes together, making like book ends. We open them up, and we're just taking our thumbs and slowly pressing from the top of our toe all the way down the line of our feet. Okay, so we're going from our toe, pressing like a little pinch, and this is just giving us a little bit of circulation into our feet. Sometimes our feet are so worn out from the previous day, didn't have a chance to soak in some nice Epsom salts and hot water, so we just give it a little bit extra love, and then this should feel really, really good. And no one's watching. That's the best thing, right, about videos at home. You just do it, you feel great, and then you move on to the rest of your day. Okay, so now we're gonna keep our feet together, our heels together, and we're gonna bring them in as much as is comfortable. Clasp our hands, put our hands around our toes, sit up on our sit bones, sitting up and nice and tall, and then slowly start flapping our knees up and down. And go as slow as you need, as fast as you like, whatever is telling you. It's your yoga, your body, your practice. And I feel good when I lower my eyes or close them. It just allows me to get right into how I'm feeling, because that's the key. We want to acknowledge what is straining or what's feeling good. And now I'm noticing, oh, maybe my hip joints are a little tighter than normal. Maybe I need to release a little bit of my pulling in my legs. Or alternatively, it could be like, oh, this feels great. Maybe I'll challenge myself and bring my legs in a little closer today. And then I'm gonna just give a little bit more flaps. Or I'm feeling like, boy, I'd like to really flap my butterfly wings. These are my butterfly wings. And it feels good. So let's just take a moment, noticing our breath, noticing our legs, and just the blood flowing right through the body, saying thank you for giving me this attention today. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, if you're flapping your knees really up and down, you're going to slow it down a little bit. And then slowly stop. And now we're going to Just take our legs and stretch them out in front of us. And because they were bent, we're just going to shake them up a little. Let's give them a little shake. Shake, 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 shake. All right. And this one is a really fun one to do. Very simple to do as well. We're going to lie on our back. Make sure you can see my toes. Lie on our back. And our hands are just going to be right next to our sides. And our toes are going to alternate up and down. So almost like if we were driving a stick shift and we're releasing the clutch. So up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And this time we're going to go both toes pointing down, both toes pointing up. And do you feel when you're pointing up that nice stretch in your calves? That's wonderful. Now we're going to go pointing out, point, 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 almost like you're trying to touch your toes to the ground, and then you're coming back. And now we're going back to our alternative back and forth with each foot. Okay, so back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Go as fast as you can. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Slow it down. Back and forth, back and forth, back. And then we slowly stop. Wow, that was great. Wonderful. Opening out, feeling those ankles just coming alive. Now we're going to bend our knees. And we're going to take our left leg and just cross it over your right knee. And keeping with our foot, we're going to just make circles around with our toes, allowing our ankle to make that nice turn all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Reverse directions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's switch legs. Putting our left leg over our right leg over our left knee. And once again, using our toes and making big circles. Notice how that's feeling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now go to the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. Now we're going to take our leg and bring it down. And here, this is a very, very slight movement, but it's an important movement and super great for our lower abs and our glutes. So what we do here is we're squeezing in our glutes and we're slowly tilting our pelvis up, and then we're pushing our pelvis down. So the movement is all coming from this lower area, and it's just going up and down, up and down. And to make it more effective, we squeeze in our glutes, we pull in and tilt up, and then we push down. Squeeze in, push up, and then push down. So taking a breath in, squeezing our butt, pulling up, tilting our pelvis as if we're going up, and then go down. So it's a very small movement, but really great to release any lower back pain. Squeezing in and release. Squeezing in and release. Squeezing in and release. Pause for a moment. Taking a nice breath in and out. Breathing in and out. Okay. And now we're going to go a little further with the same movement that we were doing, but this time we're going to pull in, squeeze our butt, tilt our pelvis, and peel our shoulders all the way up, our back from the lower back, middle back, upper back, all the way up, and then slowly upper back, middle back, lower back, down. And then our pelvis goes right, lower back, straight into the floor. So breathing in, pulling in your butt muscles and slowly turning up. Lower back goes up, middle back goes up, upper back goes up. And then push, push, push your hips up, hold, and then release, upper back, middle back, lower back, down. All right, let's do that again. Pull in your butt, push in your upper back, middle back, and upper back all the way up. Hips pointing up, push, 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 and then slowly bring it down. Again, tighten up your butt and slowly peel up from the ground. Once you get up, you push your hips all the way up. Hold, 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 and all the way back down. All right, one more. This time we're going to hold it for the count of 10. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, was that burning? Maybe not, maybe. All right, wonderful. This time we're going to straighten out our right legs, and we're gently going to get into our leg lifts by keeping our left leg bent. And as our right leg is straight out, our hands are to our side. We take a nice breath in with our nose, through our nose. And then as we release, we're going to bring up our right leg straight. Our knees are kept straight. Leg is not bent if possible. If you need to keep it bent, that's okay, but we're trying for a straight leg. And then we're going to release, and that was 1. Bringing it up again, 2, and slowly releasing. Another, 3, and slowly releasing. Another, 4, and down. 5, and down. 6, and down. 7, and down. 8, and down. 9, and down. And 10, we're going to hold this 10, the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And slowly bring it down. Wonderful. We shake out that leg. And this time we'll bring our right leg to the floor with our bent knee and release our left leg. And now we're going to do, I think it was a count of 10. Bringing our left leg up straight as possible and slowly coming down. 1. Bringing it up and slowly coming down. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. This time we're going to hold our 10th one up, counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slowly bring it down. Okay. This time we're going to stretch both legs out. We're going to interlace our hands and place our hands behind our head, and keeping our toes pointed away from us. We're going to take a breath in. And as we breathe out, we're going to lift both legs up as straight as possible, and then breathe out, bringing them back down. 1, bringing them up and bringing them back down. 2, bringing them up and bringing them back down. 3, bringing them up and bringing them back down. 4, bringing them up and bringing them back down. 5, and that is wonderful. Bring your both knees, bend your knees, bring them up to your chest, grab your legs, and just hold for a moment. If it feels comfortable, you can bring your head up to meet your knees and just breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out, and then slowly release that. Okay, and so from here, we're going to turn over to our right side as a curled little baby, and then pressing with our left hand, slowly pushing ourselves up where our head is the last to come out. That's a great way to wake up, to get your body up instead of rushing into our days, okay? So from here, we're going to go onto our hands and knees. Hands and knees. And we're going to take our left hand and we're just going to lift it up as if we're touching the ceiling. And then we're going to bring it back down through, like threading the needle, through our body. And if you can, get your shoulders to touch on the mat and just look up to the ceiling. And we're going to bring it back. And we're going to do this again 5 times on your own. 2. And this is a great opener. 3 for our shoulders and our back. Letting the blood flow all the way through. 4. And 1 more. Nice stretch up. Bringing our hand down. And this is 5. Oh, that felt great. All right, next side. Bring our right hand up, looking up to the ceiling. Bringing it down and slowly threading it through, putting our shoulder on the mat, looking through, and that's 1. 4 more, and slowly bringing it through, and that's 2. And that's 3. And that's 4. 1 more. And up and stretch. And then back down. Wow, that was fabulous. All right. Okay, we're going to stay on our hands and knees. And we're going to do a little cat and cow. And how do we do cat and cow? Our hands are, we're in our tabletop position where our shoulders are over our wrists, our hips are over our knees, our back is flat, and we're just going to take a breath. And as we breathe out, we're going to tuck our chin to our chest and curl our back into a round. And then as we release, we're just going to look up, arch our back and look up and give a nice stretch to the spine. Taking a breath in and curling our back again. Really slowly noticing, are there any parts of our spine that just simply need a little bit of love and attention, because when we pay attention, we're actually giving more love and energy and oxygen to the places that need to get it. In, pick it up, and down. There we go. And go as slow as you can. And then after, we're going to go a little faster. Alright, now let's speed it up a little if you can, if it feels good. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. And from here, we're simply going to take, we're going to sit on our heels and just slowly go back. Sit on our heels. Stretch our hands out as far as they'll go and slowly touch the mat. And you might want to prop yourself up with a block. If it's easier, it feels better to prop yourself up with a block or a pillow. Whatever is good and whatever is your body saying, this is what I need, give it. All right. Oh, that feels great. So as we're sitting here, breathing in and breathing out and allowing gravity just to take place and allowing our lower back to release. It should feel really, really good. And if it doesn't, this position doesn't work for you, you can just lie on your back. That's another great way of releasing. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And then slowly yanking up this position. Back to our tabletop. And we're going to take our right hand and just stretch it in front of us, parallel to the floor, and allow it as if your fingers are getting pulled away from you. And holding it there, and then bringing it down. And switch sides. Put your left hand up, hold, pull, 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 and bring it down. And this time we're going to take our right leg and just allow it to stretch on the back, pulling it out. Notice how it's feeling, how wobbly you may be, or how strong you are. And if you can, lift your right leg up so that it's parallel to the floor. Try and get your hips to be parallel as well. I can feel that my right hip is going higher than my left because I'm trying too hard to bring my leg up. So just do what's comfortable for you and then slowly release. Also, you may want to pad your knees if your knees are hurting. Put a little blanket underneath. Now we'll switch sides and we'll do our left leg. So left leg gets pulled out. Notice how you are, how stable you are. And then from here we're going to lift up our left leg, trying to keep it parallel. The hips want to stay parallel. The leg goes as high as it can. And then slowly coming down. And now this time we're going to take our left hand and our right leg up. So our left hand and our right leg up, trying to get your stability. It's easier if you imagine them getting pulled in opposite directions and you pull in your lower belly. And then you bring it back down. Taking a breath, and then do the opposite side. And it's okay to wobble. It's okay not to be perfect because this is a practice. This is not yoga perfection. This is yoga practice. There we go, and bring it back down. That's great. And now we'll go back to our sitting on our heels. And this time, we're going to bring our hands next to us. So we're curled up into a little ball. Allowing now every part of our spine to release and melt into the ground. And knowing how wonderful it is that we are committed to being here for our practice. Trying to give our body and mind and soul the space it so duly deserves. Thank you, thank you, thank you, body, for walking me through the days. I am strong, I am capable, I am a loving person. As you're sitting here, curled up in your little ball, think about what great things you have done in the past day. Think about what put a smile on your face. Think about things you'd like to do that's going to be a better thing for this world. We're all working together for the better of humanity. So I thank you for your contributions to this world. And from here, we're going to slowly get up. We haven't, did we do stretching? We have to do the legs. So let's let our legs out, straight out. Sitting up nice and tall. It's really trying to get our sit bones in as much as we can on a very nice straight spine. We're going to lift our hands up. And as we release, we are going to hinge from our hips. So the idea is not to curl our back, but rather hinge from our front. So it doesn't matter how far we get. The important thing is just keeping our hinge from our hip side. So we're bringing our arms up and we're releasing wherever our arms meet. They may hit the toes, they may hit your ankles, they may be on your kneecaps, whatever it is, and just hold and breathe. Noticing that feeling, that stretch that's taking place from your hip and lower back. And sometimes it's really hard to stretch. You can take a belt, you can take a resistance band, you can take a tie, you can take a piece of material or a scarf and just wrap it and hold it. If that's an easier option for you, just trying to keep your back straight and hinge. And then once you get to a position, then you can release and bring your head down. And your toes are pointing towards you. And slowly bring yourself back up. This time we're going to open up our legs. First comfortable, sitting up nice and tall, and again, release, grabbing your toes, ankle, shin, whatever works, and bring yourself forward. Noticing a stretch in your inner thighs. Slowly sitting up, hands together. I'm going to stand up. Very slowly, nothing shifting too much. We're going to keep our legs wide apart. As wide as when we put our arms up, that our wrists are perpendicular, like right below our ankles. So stretching. And that's a good indicator. Am I right underneath? Yeah, pretty much. Okay. And then stretch your arms out, out, out. Shift from the hips all the way to the right. When you can't go any further, drop your hand wherever it lands and lift your gaze up to your left hand. And just breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. And enjoying this wonderful stretch from your left toes all the way through to your left fingertips. And then slowly release that, coming back to center. And now shifting your body weight to the left side, over, 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 till you can't go any further, then drop your hand and raise your right hand up. And then bring your gaze to your right hand. And notice that beautiful stretch from your toes all the way through to your fingertips. And then coming back to center, releasing our hands. Now with our toes, we're going to shift them back and forth until we come to shoulder width apart. So we're going in and out, in and out, in and out. There we go. We're going to take our hands and place them on our hips, taking a breath in and just lean back and look up. And then back to center. That should be feeling wonderful. Your whole body's getting all sorts of stretches. And so towards the end, we're just going to take our hands, actually going to slight bend in our knees, and then we're going to make a small twist from side to side, turning ourselves, maybe tapping our sides as we twist. This is a great internal rinse, like we're squeezing all of our internal organs and they're getting a nice little wake me up, wake up, wake up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we go a little faster. And then slow it down. Sit down just for clothes. Sit as comfortable as you would like, whether it be on the floor or a mat, a chair, a puff. And we're just going to end our session today, lowering our eyes, bringing our hands to our heart center, noticing how we are breathing, thanking ourselves for getting on the mat today, and just breathe normally. Taking in all that wonderful work that you did. I wish you clear and loving thoughts, clear and loving intentions, and clear and loving work. Have a wonderful day, everyone. What do you want to say bye? You want to say bye to everybody? You want to say bye to everybody? Let's say bye. Come on, let's say bye. Say bye, everyone. Say bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Yeah. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful